What's good? What's good? It's the biggest bone you ever seen. Big Bone doing work. You already know. I'm here to break down ESFL 173, me versus KM Basic. You know, it was the ESFL Xbox Season 1 finale, hard fall season. You know what I'm saying? I could have did better, but, I was out getting money. I ain't got time to play games all day. But yeah, let's get to this breakdown. You know what I'm saying? Coming into this fight, I was training hard. You know what I'm saying? Practicing plenty. People don't even know. When I'm getting ready for a ESFL fight, I'm telling you, man, I ain't even playing other video games really. So that's my type of training. Like once I start training for a fight, I ain't playing no games with UFC. So after one of these fights, I stopped playing UFC for like a week. But anyway, let's get to this breakdown.
This next matchup, speaking of violence, this next one might be a fun one again, as we're gonna see Bone doing work, who's 1-3, going against S2 Basic. Both guys also 1-3.
Shout out King AHTK, probably my favorite commentator. You know what I'm saying? He really he gets stuff going. He's a vibe for sure.
But someone trying to get a little bit more higher up, get a little bit closer to the 500 mark. What do we have on the scout report for both of these shows?
Yeah, I've had some open dialogue with Bone doing work. This is not something that is unknown. I have a lot of experience with Bone. He's one of my first ever fights in UFC comp, so I do have a lot of respect for him, but, a veteran of the game, but it really just seems like time is...
A legend of the game. Pay attention. And those ain't even my words. That's from Satchmo Life himself. I'm telling you, the receipts are there. I'm a legend, according to Satchmo. According to a lot of people, but hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Catching up with him. And he's really fighting for a chance to stay in the leagues, to keep his name out there. A loss tonight, 1-4. A guy that was 1-4 in the previous season. At some point, Father Time catches up. So hopefully we can see, a reinventiveness from him. Bone's always been great with the footwork. So I'd like to see him pick him on the outside and, just try and stay out of that kill zone if he's fighting against Sean O'Malley here.
It seems like the pick will be Sean O'Malley, and then Corey Sandhagen. He's a killer himself, a kickboxer who knows what he can do. It's a fairly even matchup when it comes to striking, but this Bone doing work. We know that he's up for crazy fights. I remember losing my voice during one of his fights. So when you go to a Bone doing work fight, you don't know what to expect. Expect the unexpected. Yeah. Well,
Big facts. They don't know what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I'm an exciting fighter. I ain't here to win with spamming. I ain't here to win with lay and pray. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to put on a show. You know what I'm saying? Win or lose, I'm trying to make it exciting. I ain't trying to have a boring fight up on the game. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Expect the unexpected.
Basic, he is looking to bounce back. He is looking to get back in the winning column. Will he do it? We will find out. Get your predictions in as we're getting ready. As Bone doing work is using Corey Sandhagen in the green trunks.
Right away with my teep kick. That's probably my signature. And my body teep kick. I've been working on my body teep and my head teep super a lot, or aka a front kick. You know what I'm saying? I've been working on that heavy. So pay attention to my front kick work in this game.
Going against S2 Basic in the red trunks uses Sugar Sean O'Malley. And already knees coming out from the woodwork for Bone doing work.
And yeah, Bone doing work, the Sean O'Malley pick is smart. He's fighting, or this Corey Sandhagen is the fighter he's using. Corey Sandhagen is a very smart pick. He's very lengthy. Someone that can kind of match O'Malley on the outside, and that's what he needed. For Basic, I'll be honest, if you would have told me at the start of the year he was going to be 1-3, I wouldn't have believed you. He's a great fighter, and I think, he really needs this comeback win against Bone as a strong finish for the season.
Really, once this fight started, I'm like, man, it's Sean O'Malley. He can throw a lot, and he's strong. He's super strong. Let me go to his body, you know what I'm saying? Try to take his energy away. So that's kind of that was my game plan coming out in this fight. Kill the body, and the head will follow.
Smart strategy from Bone doing work, trying to bring his opponents back to the cage, but not able to fully connect. As we see Basic, nice, able to circle around, get it back to the center of the octagon, but needs to watch out for those knees and body shots, because if you go too much headhunt, you will get caught, and you will be put into the back of the octagon once again. Is Bone doing work stay a little bit patient, using every arsenal that he can possibly use, while Sugar Sean O'Malley, basic, still being a pressure fighter.
Yeah, and everything I'm seeing from Bowen right now is vertical. It's teep kicks, it's knees, it's jabs. Sean O'Malley really got to use that side step, and he's going to be able to get in the pocket and disrupt some of that.
I ain't gonna lie, that was a good read by Satchmo. I did have a lot of straight strikes. Hey, I really was on my straight. Because he wasn't doing nothing, you know what I'm saying? If you keep catching a guy straight, it's up to him to eventually counter that to make you stop doing that straight. But if a guy ain't doing nothing, man, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
The motion, make Bone doing work do something else. Because right now that's how he's beating him. It's just straight verticality.
Yeah, you can see that Basic is avoiding using the legs because he got caught so many times. He doesn't want to be put in that situation once again. So he's using a little bit more of his hands. But right now, see, he thought about it. That's one of those moves when you get caught so many times, it leads you open for one of those front kicks and a question mark kick.
Question mark kick. These other guys wouldn't dare. These other guys wouldn't dare. That's why I'm Big Bone, the most exciting.
Comfort Bones don't work, but needs to be careful of those trades because those will be punishing if you go against Basic.
Yeah, and I love the way Bone's tagging these combos together. It's a little staggered, so he's not going for the combo right away, but that really messes up with the opponent's head movement. He's throwing a 1-2, waits a half second, and then throws the 3-4. Something like that is very refreshing to see. Very, looks like an improvement in his game.
Yeah, and both guys going for the range. We saw that Basic got the benefit of that trade as he's just
Jumping front kick. Pay attention. These other guys wouldn't dare. They don't take risk. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to create a little highlight. They would never.
capitalizing on these little moments, right? Even though he's getting hit with that knee right there, it just seems like every time he's coming in, gets a right hook. Every time he's coming in, gets the straight. Goes in, just waits for that one strike. He gets hit with a front kick, but you'll take 3 trades out of 4 if possible for Basic.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of offense, not a lot of defense it seems from both these guys. It's hard to tell who's winning because they're both using their face as a shield. We got to get some hands up here and stop these offenses coming from these two guys. So I think whoever starts to get these slips going first is going to win this fight.
Yeah, and we both saw them at first when Orthodox versus Southpaw. Now it's just Orthodox. So maybe that'll change up for Bone to work, get more ability to get some striking going. But
thing about Sean O'Malley is he's so damn strong in this game. You know what I'm saying? I could land like 20 shots on Sean O'Malley. If he lands 10, he damn near winning. He's super strong. So you really got to be on your defense when you're facing the Big Sugar Show.
Just playing a little bit more of a counterpuncher, trying to make sure he goes to his opponent and just working on that body. Look at those jabs, just sweet jabs, pausing the momentum of his opponent, and that seems to be his game plan.
It's just like right there, Bone's doing a great job of getting inside and outside the pocket. This is what he was always good at, and I'd like to see him utilize that now. He's blitzing in and stopping and getting out. And he's doing a good job of managing range, using that jab and using the keeps. And it's hard to say he won that round. It was very close. I give the edge to Bone, but Sean O'Malley and...
One thing I could have did better that first round is I could have grappled more. That was part of my game plan too. Anytime I'm facing Sean, game plan, take out his body, wrestle him up a little bit. Round 1, I did 0 grappling. That's something I should have did. That's why I need a coach.
Basic might have done a little more damage, so it's hard to say.
Yeah, it's hard to say, but both guys have damage. Both guys had positive momentum in both of the corners. As we take a look at the replay right here, just that one little teep kick will change how your opponent approaches you when you're going to the striking. As you see, most of the stats went in favor of Bone to work, so they feel like he had the advantage in that whole round. But the kicks, the punches, and you see Sugar Sean O'Malley able to get the jab, but those hooks, those body shots are working for his benefit. So let's see if they can adapt in the second round.
Right, like I said, these guys both land a lot of good strikes. His stamina is about equal. The head and body health are going to be about equal. So it's just going to be about who can start defending themselves and start throwing strong counter strikes. And I think that's going to win the fight here.
Yeah, and kudos for Basic for not abandoning the leg kicks, right? He's still attacking to the body. He's not landing the catches to dissuade him. And as soon as he tries to get taken down, he gets a nice down. So
Horrible takedown. Horrible takedown attempt. That was literally just like me just going for it. That's the problem I gotta fix. When you do a takedown in this game, real life, you know what I'm saying, you always gotta disguise it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a 1-2 to the head, then you gotta like literally chain it with a combo. 1-2 takedown, you know what I'm saying? That was kind of a takedown attempt with no disguise, so That's why he denied that. One takedown denial, especially if you Corey Sandhagen, that could ruin your whole fight. So I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of spooked when he denied that. I'm like, damn, did I just ruin the whole fight for myself? If you notice, he got a stamina advantage. I'm just like, damn.
Already, this is what you like to see for Basic as he's turned out the pressure against Bone Doing Work.
And yeah, if we're gonna talk from a skill for skill basis, I think Basic's the stronger grappler. However, when using Sean O'Malley and Corey Sandhagen, I think it's about a wash. I'm not really expecting a lot of takedowns. I think that takedown for Bone was just more of a, just trying to throw out.
I ain't gonna lie, bro, was catching me. I was getting spooked. I'm like, damn, am I about to lose? Am I really gonna lose? I just won the first round. Now super strong Sean O'Malley putting hands to me. You know what I'm saying? At this time, I was getting worried. I ain't gonna lie.
Out something else, give him another look.
We can see him use those slips a little bit more because he had 45% significant strikes on his caliber in his stats. But when you get taken down like that, you could throw that out of the window as Bone Doing Work.
Had to switch it up, you know. I don't practice my ground game for nothing. You feel me? I don't do it for giggles. I do it to use it.
Going to the ground, going to the half guard, and let's see if he can take advantage of it, because this is an interesting strategy. Instead of being a counterpuncher here, he wants to take it to the ground.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I think Sandhagen does have the better stats, but I think Basic might just be a slightly better player here on the ground. So, I'm not expecting much here. And now Sean,
I can't believe he got that off. I was like so upset when he got that off. I'm like, damn, man, did I really just do this whole wrestling training camp just to get flipped over like that by Sean O'Malley? I was a little sick right here.
O'Malley reverses it, and you gotta wonder if Bone Doing Work's happy with the decision to shoot those takedowns.
Yeah, we can see that doctor bag being orange on the upper right side for a Bone Doing Work, so he needs to be careful of how he's getting hit on his face, because there's gonna be a cut on his face. But just the movement, good denials, that's what you want to see, and he's able to get straight back up. So let's see if he can turn it up. Maybe
I'm a magician off my back. Pause. But yeah, like off my back, I'm better than when I'm on top. So like, once I seen I could get up from him, my wrestling confidence got back up. At first I was thinking like, man, I can't even wrestle with bro. But after that, I'm like, all right, maybe I can wrestle with bro.
he uses those leg kicks, maybe a front kick again to just change it up and make sure he gets that block ace a little bit low. But Basic still not backing up from the challenge.
Whew. And Bone Doing Work has been pretty effective on his feet. I think on the ground there, getting reversed so quick is probably going to dissuade him from shooting for another takedown. I think he should really just keep this on his feet and just try and pick him out. You don't need to go for the knockout shot, but these left hooks, these straights, they're finding the mark and they're doing damage.
And he's able to get the left hook for his troubles along with.
Telling you, I've been working on my front kick. This was drilled. This was all drilled. That's what happens when you really practice. Stuff goes according to plan. I've been practicing that front kick for a minute, you know what I'm saying? Because that used to be one of my best moves in like UFC 4, UFC 3, UFC 2. And I realized I abandoned it. So I was like, that's such a good move. I need to start practicing my front kick more. And boom, Lord behold, I rock bro with a front kick.
With a front kick again, Sandhagen, Bone Doing Work, able to use all that stamina.
Beautiful. What I just did was so beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It was like realistic. You know what I'm saying? Well, realistic if you're really smart. Like, I rocked him. I know he's going to be dodging his head. So I went leg kick, body kick, clinch, takedown. That was a beautiful sequence. You know what I'm saying? Let me brush my own shoulders off. You feel me?
And get the rock that he wanted. And hopefully we're back into live action and we're seeing that he had a chance, but that little hesitation, maybe that could be a difference. Maybe Basic could find his way back into the momentum, because right now he's going for punches.
That was pretty smart by Bone. He didn't go for the kill shot. He's already winning the fight more than likely on the scorecard, and he was out low on stamina. When you're low on stamina, a guy like Sean O'Malley can slip a hook and knock you out real quick. So a pretty smart decision there, not to just blitz in and to just try and get some body damage off and not necessarily go for the finish.
That goes for a nice shirt right there. Bone Doing Work able to capitalize and gets a nice denial into side control. saw it coming. Says basically you're gonna have to stay down on the bottom for a little bit longer. Will I punch you in the face as he gets the strikes, consecutive strikes to get the victory, as Bone Doing Work is now 2-3 in the season finale.
I mean, talk about an underdog finish. I'll be honest, going into this fight, I thought there was no way Bone Doing Work was going to get this win, but every single time you doubt the man.
They can't stop me, even if they stopped me.
And he comes back stronger than ever. Basic, very tough opponent, but Bone Doing Work really went back to what he was known for.
I think I put all my wrestling practice in just to not wrestle. Hell no, I had to make a statement. You know what I'm saying? I've been practicing my wrestling. Anybody who see this, don't think it's sweet with my grappling. I know how to do subs. I know how to defend subs. Man, I'm turning into a monster. You know what I'm saying? My improvement don't never stop. And that's in life and in the game. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sitting at home, your only improvements be UFC 5. Y'all getting fat as hell. Not me. I'm getting better at the game, getting better at life, getting swoller, getting more money. Pay attention.
That incredible footwork, the in and out the pocket, throwing the jab, just interrupting his opponent's strikes, made Basic not be able to get into a rhythm, and I think that's what
y'all obese nerds could keep the game. You know what I'm saying? I don't never care if I'm gonna be number one at the game. You know, number one at the game usually ain't got a life. I ain't gonna lie. It's a rarity. That's why I shout out Romero. Bro's like one of the best wrestlers in the world. You know what I'm saying? One of the top athletes in America, and he one of the best UFC players. The majority of y'all just the best UFC players, and y'all out of shape as hell, and that ain't even worth it.
won him the fight there.
I mean, I was shocked. I thought we would see a little bit more blocking in that situation, because it seemed like he still had a chance, but you can see the nasty cash, and you could tell that maybe he didn't win the fight, but both guys were just so busted up that Bone Doing Work, he saw the advantage, he took the bigger risk, and he was able to capitalize, use the trips, use whatever he needed to do, the kicks, the striking, the ground game. He was able to get that victory. So kudos to him. He is 3-2 in the season, while Basic, unfortunately, is 1-4. And you know, when we have to make season cuts, he might be a candidate.
The M, this is an M for Milwaukee on my chest. You already know what it is.
Tough to see, but that's what's on the stake for all these gentlemen here, Sats. I mean, some people are going to be let go, some people are going to be moving forward, and there's still the boiler bonus that people are still looking out for.
Yeah, and that's part of the business, man. If you can be a great fighter, you have a couple bad strings, you're back to the bottom. You're out the league and you got to work your way back into it. It doesn't mean your career is over. It just means for right now you got to get back in the gym, sharpen your tools, and it gives you a little motivation to work on your game.
Absolutely, and hopefully these guys are coming up next can work on their game and give us an amazing.
Anyways, that was my breakdown. ESFL 173, the Xbox season finale. You know what I'm saying? I got picked to be on the card. You know they can't do a finale without the biggest bone. You know what I'm saying? One of the most loved, the most coveted, the most unique, the swollest, the sexiest, the buffest dude in ESFL. You know what I'm saying? And like, comment, subscribe, or you a hoe. Plain and simple. Peace out. Peace out.